What is good, YouTube? It is your boy K Smith Gaming, formerly. Um, it is currently, what is it? Friday, October 24th. We are going live. We are recapping the Chargers Vikings Thursday night game. Let me go ahead and just change my settings real quick on here. One second. One second. One second. All right, cool. Cool. So we're live. We got the subs up on there. Cool. All right, yeah, man. Yesterday, Chargers beat the Vikings to blah, 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 by the score of 37-10, and I happened to be there live. My birthday fell in between the ass beating we got from the Colts and the ass beating we gave the Vikings. So that being said, I'm gonna tee myself off one right here real quick. I didn't get a chance to do this live yesterday just because I was coming home from the game. And to be honest with y'all, I was absolutely soused, man. I was soused, boy. One second. Let me get this send off right. Hey, we were belt to ass with the Vikings, boy. Belt to ass, boy. It's been a long time since I've watched a Charger game where I wasn't stressed about losing at any point of the game ever. But one sec. Actually, that's wrong. That's incorrect. Whoa. Wee. All right, boy. One sec. Oh my god. Hey, bro, it's middle of October, bro, and there's skeeters still out this bit. I'm looking at the motherfucker going crazy, bro. Tagging on my legs and shit. Let me see. Chargers Vikings recap. So like I said, my birthday fell in between the Colts game, which was terrible. I actually tried to do a live stream of that as well. It got cut. My Wi-Fi was like, sometimes we just got new Wi-Fi, I should say, and sometimes where I'm at my house, it will connect to my old one, and it'll be like, I don't know why the router's already disconnected, but I'll hook up to that one, and it just make me super choppy. And at the time, it was a week. Was it? I did it on Monday. I didn't do it the day of. I did it the following day, so it was kind of tight on time. Actually, no, I wasn't. It was later. It was later in the day when I tried to do it, and I was just strapped on time. So just recapping that real quick. The Colts game, bro. We got our ass clapped. Nothing else about it. Nothing else. Like everyone was talking about Herbert threw for 400 yards in that game, which he did, but Buddy threw two picks, and him being a taller quarterback, I don't understand how it always happens where he throws a pass, and it's so on a line that D linemen are always just able to bat it down and get a lot of picks like that. He's throwing it so hard that when he gets the ball batted, it just pops up like 10 yards in the air, and then someone's able to get underneath it and catch it. It's unfortunate. It's happened quite a bit. It even happened in this Minnesota game, where he, for one, is thrown across his body late. Don't recommend doing that. But as he's doing that, as he's releasing it, D lineman gets his hand up and like kind of gets the ball to fluff up a little bit. Still don't love the idea to throw the ball across your body to Lad in the Vikings game. I know I'm kind of flipping and flopping. But me personally, that's something I hope that his QB coach can eventually coach out of him. It's something he's done his entire career, where short on a line drive throw and it ends up getting batted and picked off. Happened in the Colts game, put us down. I think we were down three scores, 38-24. Yeah, two scores to the Colts. But that being said, just how it happens to come down from turnovers. We're not protecting the ball. Couldn't stop a nosebleed against the Colts. Shane Steichen was just fucking dialing it up against us, and I love how after that game, heading into this Thursday night short week, everyone was really talking about Jesse Minter. Like, yo, has the league figured him out? Was it a flash in the pan? Was it dumb luck? Was it now that everyone has film, they got him figured out, that his scheme, and in the Vikings game they come out, Vikings get the ball, Chargers win the toss, Vikings come out and I think it was 5 plays and then punt, so 4 plays and punt. Had him in a third and long. Justin Jefferson broke free in his zone, advanced first down, cool, and then basically just punt right after that, bro. I went to the game yesterday with two of my best friends. Shout out to them. They hooked it up and they got me that ticket. Wasn't the most expensive ticket, but it was also my first time going to a primetime game. I've been to I think 4 or 5 Charger games now, and my first primetime game was this past weekend or past Thursday. That was really sweet, really cool. So shout out to my boys. Had a great time, bro. I was getting sauced. Had a sauce. We Ubered in, walked through the tailgate, met with the Die Hard Bowl Club. They gave me a sticker. Buddy was hella sauce. He's like, man, what you want to drink? And I was like, hey, you know what? If you're making it, bro, I'll slide you a little something. Let me get a vodka Red Bull. And my boys were like, oh yeah, let me get this, let me get this, let me get that. We repeated our drink to this guy maybe 4 or 5 times, bro, and he just kept going, oh yeah, so yeah, from the IE, yeah, the IE, yeah, all right, cool. What do you guys want to drink? And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fucked up. So it was just hard to get our drink order, and at the end of the day, we all ended up getting a vodka Red Bull from this guy because he was fucked up and he was sliding us some alcohol on the low. So I wasn't really trying to be too picky there. Um, so we walk into the game, first quarter, like I said, Vikings go like 5 plays and punt. It was super cool to see. I loved the Superchargers week. I couldn't have went to a better week for me personally. I'm a big Navy San Diego Charger fan. I'm showing my age a little bit, but when I was a kid, they were in Qualcomm, and seeing one game when they're at Qualcomm, kind of remember it, not really, but I do remember the Navy. I remember meeting a couple of Charger players at a Payless Shoes when I was a kid out in San Diego. That was really cool. So I've always favored the Navy. The powder blues are fresh, don't get me wrong, but the Navies and the Supercharger uniforms that they just released, super fire. When they first moved to LA and they had those Navy jerseys, they were cool. I like them. I do like them. But these the Navy Supercharger throwback ones, those ones are super fire. The yellows wasn't crazy. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. But the Superchargers were, boy, it was super fitting that they were wearing those. And I saw a comment. I forget on what video or what show it was on, but during the game they had introduced Rodney Harrison into the Chargers Walk of Fame or Hall of Fame, and he wore number 37 with the Chargers and throughout his career. And it's funny that the Chargers ended up winning 37, putting up 37 points on the game. And real quick, if it looks like I'm scratching myself like a crackhead, bro, I might be because there's some skaters kind of going ham on my shit, bro. I thought it'd be cute and just rock with my post gym attire. I'm like, let me do this stream after my gym. But bro, these skaters right now are tearing my ass up, bro. I thought it was mid October, but damn, these boys do not quit, son. So yeah, if you see me kind of doing this and doing that, bro, I promise you, I'm not tweaking. I'm just fucking getting chewed up out here. Back to what I was saying. Uniforms, Rodney Harrison. Um, Chargers come out on offense, bro. Herbert threw a pick six. Bruh. I'm not even gonna lie. In the stadium, you could hear a pin drop. When that shit happened, bro, you could hear a pin drop, and we were, oh no, like it was bad, bro. And then they did the review, and to be honest, if I'm being honest with you, bro, on the review, I didn't. Maybe I was a little maybe okay. I'm like a disclaimer. I was sauced, and I was a little high. So maybe it was a little different, but and I was in and out of paying attention to the big screen, but I didn't see. I thought it was a pick six. I thought it was a pick six, if you ask me. But hey, it wasn't. So hey, went down, scored. Then I think the same situation happened for the Vikings on offense again. Another 5 plays and then another punt. It was like a perfect ball on that third down as well to Justin Jefferson. Justin Jettis was kind of. I thought he was gonna go off on the. I was like, okay, he's still finding a way. Third and long. Carson Wentz is under pressure, but he still when he's has a glimpse and a glimpse, a swither of time. He was making something happen or looking for Jettis at least, and it happened. Appreciate the last 2 subs. I just saw those. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. But bro, I was at the game and you just see Wentz, bro, like didn't have a lot of time, bro. He'd be set hut, looking up, and bro, they're rushing him, and hey, I'm not sure what's going on with JJ McCarthy, bro, but Wentz was beat up. My man's was, I mean, not my man's, never been my man's, but he was beat up, bro. You see him in the harness, can't really lift his arm up. He was under pressure, under duress. He's getting teed off on. You see him throughout the game, kind of. kind of showing that frustration, and rightfully so, bro. He's getting teed off on, and you got a young rook right there just fucking dodging people on the sidelines, making sure his ankles and knees ain't getting taken out. But he missed his fifth straight game with an ankle, but he looked fine to me. Not really too sure. You're currently obsessed with... Interesting. I don't know why YouTube just recommended me to add a Q&A sticker about a game I'm currently obsessed with, or ask you guys that. I don't know who wants to hear about that, but that was interesting, YouTube. Bro, these Skeeters will not quit, son. Hey, you know what? Skeeters do love weed. Hold on, boy. Skeeters do love herb. I know that. Bro, I'm getting teed off on, son. I need to put on something to cover my skin, bro, because these jigaboos is not stopping. Anyway, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. My apologies. Who's that? McKay Turner? What's good? What's good? What's good? Um, Back to what I was saying. Wentz teed off on McCarthy. Not sure what's going on with that. To be honest, I really kind of, maybe I gave too much fear, or I guess respect to the Kevin O'Connell offense, bro. I thought he was gonna dial something up, bro. Like Shane Steichen was going up and down, up and down, and up and down. And I know it's a short week, bro, but I mean the pressure, maybe the pressure plan that the Chargers put on the Colts, or I'm sorry, the Vikings offense affected what they were really trying to get into, because Wentz didn't have a lot of time, bro. He was out there running around. They couldn't run the ball at all, so the Chargers were really just, I think they had 5 sacks throughout the entire game. So, and then in the first quarter as well, the Chargers I think put up 14 and then 21 in the first half. 21 in the first half. I think 21 in the first half. Like it makes the Vikings for sure one dimensional, where they gotta pass, gotta pass, gotta pass, and like the run game wasn't working at all. It was getting shut down. TFLs, screen game wasn't working, bro. Everything's getting shut down, and the Chargers are putting up points, bro. And if you're trying to not get left behind, you gotta put the ball in the air. And unfortunately, when you're putting the ball in the air, your offensive line's going backwards. Chargers get some key guys back on defense. Khalil Mack, um, you know, he was back in last game, but he was more had a higher snap count this game. You see that they're Vikings O-line being bad, injured as well. They lost their left tackle early in the game. They're going backwards. Chargers getting key guys back, going forward, pushing. New line of scrimmage. Shout out Lorenzo Neal. Um, uh, that happens, and Wentz is taking his eyes from looking downfield to looking at who's around him, getting teed off on, trying to make something happen, bro. So respect to that. He was trying to give us a couple. I ain't gonna lie, trying to give us a couple picks. We took advantage of one. Um, Chargers offense looked good, bro. Come on, Ed Vidal looked good. Having Joe Alt was major. He's collapsing the left side of the line every time. Didn't allow a lot of pressures, and then when he did, he recovered and didn't let somebody finish the play. Um, uh, bu- 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 I'm tripping. It might be Bot City, huh? It might be. It could be Bot City. I ain't tripping. I think I swear I switched that, but my man said, "Hi, how do you feel about the Eagles and the direction they're going in?" Little sidebar. Let me finish the Charger recap, and then I know we got to see the Eagles later. Uh, and I'll address that for you one time. My man Zach, thanks for the real question. I can't tell if the other people are bots or what the freak, but uh, Chargers are rolling, bro. Aronde Gadsden's a real player for their offense, man. If you haven't picked him up in fantasy, I did a while back. I picked up Hunter Henry, and then I picked up Aronde Gadsden on the low on the wire, bro. And it's been paying dividends, bro. I started Aronde Gadsden and Lad McConkey, as well as Cameron Dicker. Dicker did miss a field goal. I think it was a bad operation, which is kind of continued to happen since Harris has been out. But I'm not tripping about that one miss, bro. He's at 49 yards and not a gimme and barely missed it. You can kind of see on that swing that when he kicked it, it was his timing was a bit off. Chargers were rolling, bro. Herbert looked good. I could tell if my man Herbert got cutty before the game, bro, because there was a play, that touchdown he threw to Trey Harris. Trey Harris, shout out, your first touchdown as a pro. That play that Herbert had right there, bro, he was doing what they said that he needs to work on more and be a top five or top four quarterback, top three, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, he had a play where he's gonna avoid where it's like first and goal, and the guy, I'm sorry, the left end, I'm not sure who it is, Kennard, is scot free off the edge, and Herbert's dropping back and trying to avoid and swivel swavel, and it's gonna be like a loss of fucking 15. Herbert avoids him, bro. Runs back to avoids like three guys, bro. He's legit, legit. There's three people. Uh, oh my god, I should probably put my ball out the way there. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Hey, the hands. Hey, it's just the build, baby. Appreciate that though. Uh, I really lost my train of thought. I'm not. If I was lighter, I'd probably be blushing. But yeah, Herbert Cuddy. That play where he's literally three defenders, bro, around Herbie. Let me do it this way. Three defenders around Herbie, and then he kind of just like hits a little. I don't know if it was a no look to Trey Harris, bro, but it hits him. Trey Harris touchdown. I never really seen Herbert make plays like that, man, and I was kind of like tripping about that, and I was like, yo, my man, I know my man was feeling good and feeling himself, bro, because something he looked like he had it today, bro. Like maybe beat it up before the game or something, bro. Hey, if you did, hey, keep doing it, shorty. I'm not really the biggest fan of his business being put out there like that, but hey, if I did see something about her being at the game, I was at the game, and hey, he was running the rock more, bro. He just looked like he was trying to put the team on his shoulders, bro. Like, hey, prime time, Shorty's here. I'm looking suited and booted in the supercharger, bro. I'm gonna play like it. He wanted to get the rushing tub, but yeah, he balled. He balled, and he needed to, bro. He put his foot on the Vikings' throat, bro, and never looked back after that damn near pick six, and just went crazy after that, man. Hey, watch my man Zach. Watch your mouth on that, bro. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Let me see though. Eagles. What I think about the Eagles and the direction they're going in. Oh, as far as the game though, Herbert was balling. Oronde Gasson balling. Lad McConkey was balling. Defense was balling. Justin Aboibe had 2 sacks. Khalil Mack had a sack. Adafe Owe had a sack. Bunch of tackles for loss. Dominated TOP. Is a what I couldn't have chose a better game to go to, honestly, as a birthday gift. So shout out to my boy. God damn, bro, these Skeetos. So shout out to my boys for that again. Thank you, thank you. We got a lot of interaction on the stream, so appreciate that as well. But to address Zach and the Eagles, bro. They're always dangerous, bro. To be honest, you can't. That roster's too good to be like, oh, fuck the Eagles, nah, bro. Because at any moment they could just be firing on all cylinders. I'm not sure what your guys' injury report is looking like right now. I know Saquon hasn't really been going off the way that everyone expects him to or wants him to in Philly. Um, I think if you allow Jalen to torch people, if Jalen ends up torching people from the jump out the gate, where you have to. I think because I could be wrong. I don't watch a lot of Eagles games, but I'm assuming that the Eagles offense faces a very heavy box all the time. So I'm assuming that Saquon's not getting a lot of yards, or he's not getting the same opportunities, just because people are like, hey, what the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl, we're not gonna let Saquon beat us. We're gonna have everyone else try to beat us. And I mean, for the most part, you can kind of see that the Eagles are just kind of like in a lot of grinded out games when I don't think they need to be. But like sometimes Jalen looks like he's like, not that he can't throw, but just looks like I don't know, like he's just out of rhythm. I guess I could say the best way I could say it, because he's, I mean, obviously a Super Bowl winning quarterback, so I can't say he doesn't know how to throw, or he can't throw or nothing like that. I just think sometimes he might be out of rhythm, and when you're running the ball, like I don't know what your guys' run pass split is, but I think when they're running the ball as much as they are, and he's not putting up as many yards, or like hitting these receivers in game against live reps, against live competition. So the timing and stuff is off on the offense and in the pass game, so it looks worse than it is. But I mean, they're the reigning Super Bowl champs, man. So everybody is really gonna be giving them their like it's not the Super Bowl, but you can imagine that people are being like, oh, that's the Super Bowl champs. If we get off against them, bro, then I mean we can go crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like they're getting a lot of people's best shots as well, and that's what you gotta expect as an Eagles fan, that people are gonna come to play and give you their best shot. Like look at the Vikings last week when y'all played them, they were. It was a pretty tight game, right? Until y'all kind of blew it open late, but everyone's trying to play you guys as best they can, because you guys are the standard right now. So to make a long story short, Eagles and where I think they're going, I think they'll be fine. I think you need to I think their OC needs to trust Jalen and let him use your guys as playmakers, and trust the playmakers you guys have on offense, bro. Be explosive, get a lead, and then your guys' defense, can hunt people. I think that's where your guys is you're better suited. I think some of your guys' corners are kind of realizing that playing on the outside exclusively, like some of the exciting whites on the Eagles D, I think are starting to see like, hey, everyone in the NFL is good, and then when you're on the outside on an island, bro, it's a different beast out there, man. But I think they'll be all right, bro. When we play y'all, I think we play y'all here in LA. That's gonna be ignorant. That's gonna be hella ignorant, bro. I can already tell. Well, at the end of the season, we might lose AJ. Is this a contract year for him, or you think he just gonna ask for a trade? Not really too sure. Yo, who is this asking about where I'm from? That's crazy, boy. I'm from the islands of your mama, boy. But yeah, that's really all I got to say on the Charger game. I had a great time at the game, but I was getting hella sauce, boy. I was getting sauce, boy. It was a good time out there with my brodies. Don't drink and drive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were out there. I was like, I don't know how y'all getting home, bro. There's not an Uber enough for everybody out here, bro. There's some people out there that were. If I was looking. I get sauce, but I stay within myself. But some people were getting sauce and just fucking sloppy, boy. And it's prime time. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's prime time. Go crazy. First prime time game. First prime time dub. Super happy about that, man. If I'm not mistaken, the tickets were on the low, bro. And boy, I gotta make sure. I gotta see if I can go double back and go to another game. This is the best game that the Chargers have. Hold on, let me before I rip this. This is probably the best game that the Bulls have played by far in the Navy while being in LA. But top to bottom, this might be their best performance they've had under Jim, in my personal opinion. If somebody has one, please let me know. I mean, the Patriots game, but the Patriots weren't really all that good last year. The Vikings could be explosive. The Vikings were the Vikings were what? One game away from the NFC Championships. They won 14 games last year. So take that which what you will. I thought they'd be a bigger challenge to the Chargers. I had a friend who was a Vikings fan. He passed away a couple years ago. Me and him would have went to that game had he been here. So, hey, my boy Angel, R.I.P. baby. Love you, boy. Hope you watch that ass beating, boy. I hate to break it to you, boy. Hey, I love you, boy. Miss you, boy. But God, hey, couldn't have spared you, boy. Couldn't have spared you, boy. Yo, can you flex? Yo, you crazy for that? The arm flex request is crazy, bro. I need a super chat for all that, boy. Y'all getting a little crazy in the chat with that, boy. Let me see. Responded my guy Zach in here. I appreciate all the new subs, bro. I really really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Charger recap stuff is kind of a one part of the channel that I do here, or one thing I do here on the channel. I like to stream some video games here as well. Think I'm kind of funny here and there. So if you think comedic gameplay or some shit like that is for you, this is a spot. And I do the Charger recap stuff after they play. So let me see. Yes, it's a contract, but mine's mad. But he's mad about the routes and whatnot, just himself. I mean, rightfully so, bro. Imagine, kind of like the way I see it. Like I played ball back in the day. in 1988. Hey, we had 10 likes on the live stream, man. That's on these mobile live streams, I kind of these kind of do well for me, so I really appreciate that. But I don't think we've hit 10 subs in actually while actually being live, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll give you the flex one time. Thank you. Um, that was really cringe. I don't ever want to do that again, ever actually. Um, bu- 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 I really lost my train of thought. That bull hit me harder than I thought. I think that's kind of it, right? I don't want to be rambling and keep it going longer than I need to, but Chargers bounce back. One of their better looking games, if not their best game. I think Derwin. I think I heard Derwin got hurt. I'm not. I could be mistaken. I apologize. I hope he didn't. Derwin's my guy. One of my favorite players. If not my favorite player, Khalil Mack is another favorite player. Keenan Allen. But yeah, man, this game was awesome. I'm glad I went. Anybody have any other questions or anything else to add in the chat? These mosquitoes are tearing my ass up. Boy, I might go inside after this shit, boy, because these. Whew, my God. My leg is low key. My leg is low key fried, boy. Yeah, that might do it for me. But you guys have been awesome. Thank you for all the new subs. Let me send one off here. Boop, 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 boop. Little. Let's talk about the next week real quick. So So obviously Chargers played on Thursday, so they're not playing this Sunday. So they have like a little mini bye, and then I think they have their bye week 10. So I believe I could be mistaken, but I believe it is mini bye. So then we come back. What is this? We come back on the 2nd of November, and I think we play. I believe the 2nd of November, and we're playing Tennessee at Tennessee. Then after that, I believe it's back at SoFi against the Steelers. That's gonna be crazy, bro. As much as I want to go to that game, I don't know if it's Sunday night game. It might get flexed to Sunday night if it's not already. But I would really like to go to that game. But I just know it's gonna be. I know. I mean, not that it scares me, but I know it's gonna be hella Steeler fans there, bro. Those niggas ain't got nothing to cheer for except for old ass 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, boy. But we should be able to get the ass, bro. Their defense sounds good and like on paper, but I think they play very old. Titans. Let me not look past the Titans real quick. Titans. They got a lot of shit going on with them. They gotta get their shit right. We should further their process of trying to help them get their shit right by rocking them and putting them down early. Cam Ward making it a bad day for him, bro. And hopefully dominate that game, bro. Be at 6-3, 6-3. I think one more game into the bye. Get some guys back, hopefully, and keep this thing rolling, bro. Hopefully, Amarian Hampton's back by then, bro. That'd be really, really nice. Yeah, belt to ass against the Vikings, bro. Bounce back from the Colts game. Needed that, and keep it rolling, baby. It's good to have Joel back, Khalil Mack, and Denzel Perryman. Derwin, if you're hurt, bro, get well, baby. Let me see. I don't. Maybe that's it. I think that might be it. All right. Appreciate y'all. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a like, hit the sub button for your boy. We do this every week post game, maybe the day of, usually the day of. But I unfortunately went to the game. I was a little too lit. Didn't have a setup to actually get the stream done. So let me send it off. I think you already got it locked and loaded. Appreciate y'all. And it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday, man. The day's still early. You guys should go turn up, be safe, have a good time, wash your hands. Ooh-wee. Ooh. 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 Oh, buddy. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Vikings pack, baby. Ooh. Hey, send the skull home. Woo. That was weird. Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. All right. But, hey, Vikings pack. Take it easy. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. K Smith Gaming. We out, baby. You're. Oh shit.